want to interview Christian, who's an indentured servant, and that's in the colony. So I'm going to ask him some questions, Christian. So, how did you become in debt?
The way I became in debt is I spent money on a lot of things. First, I borrowed money from the bank. Instead of paying the whole balance, I was only paying the minimum. Because of it, it felt like a million years paying back the bank. Then I borrowed money from my brother to pay the bank. Now I owe money to my brother too. That wasn't smart. I got deeper in my debts because I got hit with higher interest from the bank. The debt became higher, like a big building. Without a doubt, I think it was really hard losing all my money.
That must have been really hard losing all your money. So now we're going to continue on the next question. Why did you go to the colonies?
The reason I went to the colonies was to get religious freedom because we were getting persecuted. First, we went there to see how it was in the colonies, to have an experience of how people were there. I heard that it was a really nice place to be. People settled here because this is the main area for growing cash crops. An example is next we took the ship from England to the colonies. It felt like a million years. It was a nice ride. Then we went to the middle colonies because it was fertile soil which allowed the area to become a major exporter of wheat and other grains. Finally, we had good jobs like Mr. Beatty. It was a nice place to live and enough food to eat. In general, I think it was one powerful and wonderful time moving to the middle colony.
Wow, that must have been really nice to be there. So, what was your master like?
My master was very mean. First, when my wife and I had just gotten into the indentured servants, it was a grateful time. We had billions of pounds of food, and we would be free like a bird. We had free land to live. Next, we were given freedom dues, for example, food, clothes, and a house. However, my wife had been pregnant after a few weeks. Finally, when our master had found out that my wife was pregnant, he said that my wife would not be able to work. He added a year to our contract. We were miserable. We could have died. In general, our master was very mean and did not treat us with respect.
I can't believe your master did not treat you badly with respect. That must have been really good. So what are some jobs you do for? Oh, sorry. So okay, can you tell me exactly what happened when your wife gave birth?
My wife is a rebel because when she gave birth, she thought she would not have years tacked on, but her master Billy thought differently. She thought she would have 1 year tacked on. When she heard the news, I saw her faint and then started bulging her eyes out crying. The reason Billy tacked a year onto our contract is because he now has to buy baby food, toys, and chairs. So in consequence, he made us work for an eternity more. We were shocked. We could not believe it. We thought of breaking our contract. We thought it's okay. We don't want an unhappy baby. That part of my life was so sad. But at least we should be okay because when our contract is done, our master will give us a plot of land.
That must have been hard with having a baby and your master actually made a tough decision for you guys. So now we're going to move on to the last question. Do you recommend living in the colonies?
No, because after seeing a ship die and working my butt off morning, noon, and night really made me think of some of the bad decisions I've made in my life. Like the time I volunteered to come to the colonies or when my wife gave birth. Things like that made me think of what the future holds. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Who knows? One time I saw a bunny as big as a stove. It bit my finger off. If I didn't do that, would I still have my finger? If my wife never became pregnant, will I still work as hard as I do now? Or would I be a fat guy crying in the corner? That's why I think you should not come to the colonies. I don't want people to make the same mistakes that I made in my life.
Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us and questions. I really appreciate from you being here asking questions.